What's good, everybody? Welcome into a special episode of the Power I-80 Football Show. We are doing a 3-man weave for this episode. It is myself, your host, Jordan, here with both of my co-hosts, DJ and Dante. What's good? How we living?
The double D's. No,
No. Before you say something, I'm sorry. When I try to send y'all the email and I type in DA, I get both of y'all because both of y'all's names start DAN, and I like this is Google don't know who I'm talking to. like
Google's like, girl, you need to be more specific.
Help.
We need more letters. No, the Power I-80. That was cute. Also, fun fact, because I did play basketball. What?
I have been thinking about that all day.
What?
I've been thinking
The
about
name
that all day.
Power 80?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was thinking about that real hard.
All day. I'm glad you
All
liked it
day
because
long.
I promise you. I know I didn't tell y'all that we were doing this, but I knew we were doing this for like 2 days. So I've been thinking about this.
Yes.
I woke up this
Wait a
morning and
minute.
I said, "What?"
When I said you knew about this for 2 days.
When I texted you yesterday and said, "What are you doing on Thursday?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
what
me
would
and-
have happened if one of us was like, "Oh yeah, I'm busy."
Well, respectfully, Dante couldn't say he was busy because we normally record today. So it just would have been if you
Either
were on
today
there
or
not.
yesterday.
I knew he was gonna be fine.
You know what's crazy? He told me the last time we recorded, he was like, "We'll probably have to record Tuesday because I'm gonna be out.
He told me that too.
Yeah.
So like Tuesday, I took a break from the gym and stuff. I was like, nah, I'm gonna have to record today and stuff. And I'm
Not a
like,
break from the gym.
I go.
The way my schedule worked, it didn't happen. And then I was supposed to stay with a friend, which is why I didn't think I could record, and then that fell through. So I'm in this big ass Airbnb by myself, and I said, damn, I might as well podcast, see what my niggas is up to, and here we are.
First of all, niggas within the first 2 minutes is insane. Anyway. I was going to say that I did play basketball for a very short period of time in my life, and the 3-man weave was one of my favorite drills. So look at you.
Oh, okay.
Going straight to my heart.
I did think of Power I-80 all day, but the 3-man weave, that was off the cuff.
Right off the
That
dome.
just came-
We
you
love
know,
to
it's
hear
just-
it.
Look at that.
That just
Jordan,
you know,
you're so smart and
It
sporty.
just be like that sometimes.
That sounded so fake.
Oh my goodness, this is about to be ghetto. Okay, so I know that we don't have like an actual show plan, but I feel like Dante should ask me the question that he was asking me now
Yes.
from earlier.
Yeah, man. You know, it's just, what was I asking?
Well, me and Dante haven't spoken in like over a year, y'all. So this is like a genuine catch up. It's been about a
I
year.
tweeted you like once.
On the podcast. I tweeted you once. It's insane. We actually do be arguing on the TL, but
Yeah,
no, I
from time to
meant
time.
on the podcast. Like the last time we talked on the podcast was 2 apartments ago. So I'm like, I know it's been a while.
Yeah.
Listen, because I think it might be
Listen.
two apartments for me as well.
Yes, I was in
I
a,
think
I
it
was in a
has been, 'cause I
relationship. It
think-
was a relationship ago. Like that's how
Yeah.
long it's been.
Because Dante, I think you were in Cleveland. So
Yes.
if you were in Cleveland,
Yeah.
that was definitely
Listen,
2 apartments.
it's
Are
a
you still in
different city.
Ohio's? In the Ohio's?
Yeah, I'm still in Ohio. Yeah.
Oh,
Hold
wow,
on.
I hate
Was
that.
Why are we
I
making this
living-
plural?
I think I was still in Ohio.
You might have been.
I think you were.
So I was. That
This was, like, right
a
before you
state
moved
ago.
to- yeah.
That was a state ago.
Yeah.
You might not have been
a
married.
state ago is no, he was married. No, he was married.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
married,
Okay.
Yeah. He was because we were arguing about. We're always arguing about something.
That's the way it goes. So
I know. We
For-
apologize in
to-
advance.
no, we don't. No, we don't. So
No, we don't.
to see how the sausage is made, I surprised both of them with a joint podcast, and also I did not make a show
What
plan.
made you go with that verse? What?
We always say that. We say that on our show a lot. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
We say that on Power 2 a
I-
lot. We
you
love
know-
to tell the people about the sausage.
yeah. Whoa.
Wait.
Whoa, brother.
Phrasing.
Whoa.
Phrasing.
Brother, ill.
Crazy.
I meant the show sausage.
Brother,
Not the, never mind.
ew.
Never mind.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Never mind.
Brother.
Never mind. Anyways,
So,
we were
not only-
bamboozled.
I surprised them, but also I
Easily.
didn't create a show plan because I was like, it's the first week of college football. Let's just talk. Like, we don't need to be structured. We just gonna get on here. So if it sounds crazy, you're welcome. But
You're
there's no
welcome.
show plan. But to the point that DJ was bringing up, DJ is in Dallas. Dallas,
Mm.
as Dante mentioned before, has had 2 what I would consider catastrophic trades in a calendar year.
For absolutely nothing. Both trades are for absolutely nothing.
For nothing.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part.
They let a swindler come in and trade Luka Doncic for crumbs.
Swindler
and then
is
they let
insanity.
a senile old man who should be in a nursing home trade Micah Parsons for. It was a little more than crumbs. It was 2 first-round picks.
It was
more than crumbs. It's not enough, but it was a little bit more than crumbs.
They didn't have to give up a player.
No, they did give up a player.
They gave us a player
knows.
It's some
so they didn't give up a player
that anyone knows.
Dante
At
was
least
like,
we know
my
who
point still
Anthony
stands.
Davis is.
Yeah. It was a player, but like, who is he? I don't even remember his name.
We don't know
I'm not
who
even
he
going to
is.
say his name on this podcast.
They were like, oh, he was a Pro Bowler. I was like, before or after it was touch football? Because that's what I would like to know. Like, when was he a Pro Bowler?
And before I concede the floor to the Dallas resident, I must say, the Mavericks, whatever, I guess. Trading to the Lakers is crazy, but whatever, I guess. The Cowboys traded to a division rival. They traded to the Packers of all
the Green
teams.
Bay cheesehead, ugly ass Packers. Yes,
the team you hate. You hate them. They have kicked you out of the playoffs.
Them
in the first round
multiple times. I'm still in shock from when they smacked us up 2 years ago, and they were like the youngest team in the NFL at the time.
Man.
I still have PTSD.
Man.
Smacked us.
You know what's crazy about that too? It's like that documentary is out, and
I haven't
Michael
seen it
Parsons Michael Parsons. I've only seen a clip, and Michael Parsons was like talking about how like hurt he was that they lost that game and stuff like that. And Jerry Jones was like, we gonna make it up to, like we gotta make it up for the players. I gotta do something. Does absolutely nothing for 2 years and then gets rid of them.
Yep.
Yes.
That sounds about right.
And like I'm in New Orleans for a bachelor party, and I called my man who's getting married so I could show him the place because I'm here before everybody, and it's his wedding. So I want you to pick the room. The thing is, he's a Cowboys fan, so he thought I called him to talk about the trade, he answered the phone and was looking crazy. And I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you? He was like, cause you called him to talk shit. I said, brother, I was trying to show you the Airbnb.
He said, what room do you want?
Yeah, like I was trying to make, like, you the groom. I was trying to make sure you was settled. But he was sick.
I don't feel those feelings, if I'm being honest with you.
What do you mean you don't feel them feelings?
Here's the thing. I am Jerry Jones's worst nightmare in that I am an apathetic Cowboys fan now. So I just will no longer be spending my time, my energy, and my emotions on a team that has consistently made bad decisions for as long as I have been alive. Like, that is just something
I wish you would talk to 2K people.
Listen.
I'm just at a point where I'm just not going to give it my energy and my time. Like, I'm just not going to do it. I wanted Micah to leave. And the reason why I wanted it was because he wasn't going to get this type of money from the Cowboys. Like, that just wasn't going to happen. And respectfully, he is one of the best defensive players in the league. So he deserves, quote unquote, whatever you think, that type of money in that sort of realm. Do I think he needs to be the highest paid non-QB? I don't necessarily think he needs to be that. But I'm saying, the Cowboys was never going to be able to give him that type of cash. Like, that was never going to happen. So to me, I'm like, if that's what you really are after as a player, you more so or care about your bag than being a Cowboy, then go get the bag. Like, I literally, when I saw the trade, I was like, Yep,
Shoot.
that makes sense.
It's not.
I was
even
more
just
mad
that,
about
though.
the Luka trade, if we're being honest. I was distraught about the Luka trade, like distraught. And then I was like, I went through all 7 stages of grief in like a couple weeks because I was distraught that we got traded. Then we had that crazy like run of injuries where we almost damn near forfeited games, and then we come back and we sort of like we get into the play-in, so like maybe we can get somewhere. And then we get the first round pick and we get freaking Cooper Flag. I don't know what to feel.
I do think that the Luka trade is worse because that man got out there and was like, yeah, we traded him because he was fat and injured, and we think we can win a title.
With Anthony
right
fucking
now.
Davis and Kyrie Irving.
He can't stay healthy for longer than 2 days, and we think he's going to bring us the chip.
He rushed back and got injured.
Again.
Like at least Jerry Jones is a senile old man. And so like you could just
a
be
lot
like,
of people are
this
blaming
sucks,
Steven
but...
for this trade, actually.
Oh, that's worse.
Mm-hmm.
That's worse because he's going to take over eventually. Y'all are
But
done.
here's the thing about Steven. Steven, for some reason, has this weird thing where he thinks he can save money when he manages an NFL team.
Oh, like the Yankees?
That don't make no damn
sense. See, this is the problem when rich bastards succeed their
when
fathers.
Nepo babies. No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That too. Rich bastard Nepo babies. Let's combine it. Cause George Steinbrenner's
That's the name
son,
of the episode is Rich Bastard Nepo Babies.
Cause George Steinbrenner's son decided to get the Yankees and stop fucking spending money like money wasn't why we was winning. And now what do? Jack shit. Aaron Judge is
the
one
LA
of the
Dodgers
greatest Yankees
bought
of all
that roster.
I'm saying, Aaron Judge is one of the greatest Yankees of all time, and he's not gonna win a ring because these niggas is acting fucking broke. And here's Stephen Jones, fucking Nepo baby, fucking
Rich
I'm
bastard
not a
Nepo
Dallas
baby.
fan. Yeah, rich bastard Nepo baby. I'm tired of this shit. You got all the money in the world, now you acting broke. You ain't even earned the money, and you broke.
And I'm just trying to figure out in what world is running an NFL team like fiscally responsible. Like it's not. This is an NFL team. Spend the cash.
You can spend it, but the thing is, you can't be fiscally responsible. You could do things earlier, like when you were supposed to give Dak his contract 2 years prior, instead of waiting 2 years, and now all of a sudden the market's too high, and you don't want to give him market value, which you shouldn't have.
You
I
wouldn't
agree,
have to.
But you were
2 years ago.
Who else were you going to get at that time? That was the only person you was going to be able to sign.
And this
2
is the
years
thing that's
ago,
getting on
he
my
would have
nerves.
taken like $38 million and been happy.
Oh yeah.
Now he signed for 47.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what's getting on my nerves about the Cowboys specifically is I feel like a lot of times they, as an organization, play in the players' faces because they're capitalizing on the players' desire to be a Cowboy. So then it's like, oh, well, I can play in your face and I can franchise you, tag you, and I can do all of this because you want to have a star on your helmet. You want to be a Cowboy so bad. I'm gonna lowball you and I'm gonna do all this other stuff. Michael was like, bitch, I don't need to be a Cowboy. I'm just gonna go.
And the funny thing is, we're going to talk about college football after this. I think college football programs have the same problem with like NIL and stuff like this. Some of them are like, but I'm Texas, I'm Bama, I'm Ohio State, I'm whoever.
Don't care.
You just want to come here. And the players are like,
that would have mattered.
But also USF is
4 years
offering me $1
ago.
million. Like
That would
what?
You know what I'm saying?
That would have mattered
Like,
3-4 years ago. Today doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter. And that's
doesn't matter.
And that's why I'm very much looking forward to how the NFL is going to be shaped by NIL because now you're getting more and more players who are getting drafted and they're already rich. And you already see that a little bit even with the Shedeur Sanders situation where it was like, y'all were just mad that he wasn't in there begging y'all for an opportunity and that's why y'all treated him the way that y'all did. And there's other stuff, but I'm just saying that matters, right? That matters. They want niggas coming into the league begging and happy to take crumbs because they're going to get their mama out the hood and all the other stuff. And Shedeur was not coming with that type of energy. He probably made more than half the people who were interviewing him. So all of that is going to change very soon.
And the other thing with that too is like, as a Colts fan who, hold on,
unfortunate.
I'm gonna address that in a second. We got
Anthony Richardson.
We got Anthony Richardson, and largely, I think the reason that he left college early was to take care of his family. But and I'm not saying there's never going to be another Anthony Richardson, but I think it's not. I think there's a chance that Anthony Richardson is one of the last of his kind.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be less
being an NFL quarterback who is not ready but jumps to the league for money because you don't have to. Like these quarterbacks, like people who are getting the Anthony Richardson comparison, like DJ Lagway at Florida, like Lenoris Sellers at South Carolina, they're not jumping to the league a year early for money because they can make money. And this doesn't mean that they're going to be good, but they're getting that extra year of development. Anthony Richardson may have never been good, but he needed that extra year at Florida, and then he didn't get it. And I found out today that part of the reason that the coach didn't have a plan for Anthony Richardson is because, and I say this respectfully because it's going to sound crazy, the fucking owner was relapsing and doing drugs.
I just saw that before we got on.
And so
I just saw that.
And so like there was an issue with I'm like, man, why are the Colts being run so bad? It's because the nigga was doing drugs again.
Because his brain was fried.
And RIP to him because I don't want to sound crazy because drug addiction is a public health crisis. I'm not trying to shit on people
problem.
with drug addiction, but the
It explains
issue with his it explains shit. Like the Colts have been run so bad for the last couple of years, and the people who should be fired weren't fired because he was relapsing and overdosing the last couple of years, and his family was spending time covering it up because he's a public figure. And it's just like, damn, that sucks for him. Like he's been dealing with addiction his whole life, but damn, that makes sense to why the fucking franchise is running so bad. So it's just like,
it was very touch. It's been a very touch and go in Indianapolis. Now, granted, can I talk about anybody's ownership? No, I cannot. But
that's why I can't talk about Dallas. Like,
on either side.
I was gonna say, your two teams and maybe Chicago. That's new ownership though. But like your two teams are some of the ones where I'm like, what?
No, Chicago's not new ownership. They're also an old money franchise.
Are they?
Are they?
Yeah, the people in Chicago have been there forever. I don't remember the name of them, but they're
I'll throw Chicago in there.
As just poor ownership.
Yeah, they're one of the other ones that have been like owned by a family for like a while. Like I think so. Like Jerry's ancient, so it hasn't been passed down to the son yet. But I think the Colts and Chicago are both franchises where the original owner passed it down to the son, and obviously the Cowboys will be that whenever Jerry passes away.
Isn't that the Lions too? Now I don't know if the Lions is old money, but it stayed within the family.
Yeah, but the Lions owner passed, and it went to his wife. But
I thought she was the daughter. Okay, yeah.
No, it went to his wife.
Recently, I'd say like maybe the past 5 years, Detroit has been.
Oh, I wasn't bringing that up for poor leadership. I was bringing it up for family.
But
when you put a woman in charge,
it's like it's like it's the counter, it's the contrast.
Yeah.
Like even with you can. I'd say the one thing about the Steelers, they're old money. That's a family ran team, but the only thing they've been doing is hiring bad offensive coordinators. Yeah. We still make the playoffs. We're still drafting people and signing people. It's like
the Lions.
But that's also a cultural difference too, because the culture of Pittsburgh is winning. The culture of the Cowboys is not winning. The culture of the Cowboys is branding and how much jerseys we can sell and how we can monetize the entire experience, because Jerry Jones is an incredible businessman, so he knows how to make money.
Supposedly.
He knows how to
at one point it was both.
Supposedly.
And at one point we were winning, but also in none of our lifetimes have we seen them win a Super Bowl except when we were toddlers. So respectfully, like winning is not the
I've never seen them see NFC. I've never seen them in an NFC championship.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Winning is not what's important. At the Steelers, that's the culture, is winning. Have they had some bad hires? Yes, but the culture is still, we gonna get out here and we're gonna win.
Yeah, true.
And I think for the Colts, they want to win too, but unfortunately the man was doing drugs, so he just wasn't able to commit. But like his whole thing is he's fired a bunch of people.
Jones.
Yeah, but like what was I gonna say? We talked about the Bears. The Bears are a third generation family. They were owned by George Halas in 1931. He ran the team until 83, and then his daughter Virginia took over the team in 1983, and she owned the team until 2025 when she passed.
She had the 85 Bears.
Yes.
Period.
And then she passed, and it's now on to her son, who owns the Bears. But speaking of women in sports, the Lions weren't good till the wife took over.
That's what I'm saying. When you put a woman in charge, shit starts making sense.
The wife is the one that hired.
She fired everybody.
And she hired that coach that everyone was making fun of. I don't know why his name
because of the biting kneecaps.
Yeah, yes. but he's good. I mean, she got over, and then she was bad for a year. So she got hired. I think she was bad for a year, and then she traded for Jared Goff. They were bad for one more year, and then she fired everyone. Hired I can't think of his name right now.
What's his name?
It's not Snyder.
Is it Snyder?
It's not Snyder.
There's too many Dans. Dan Lanning, Dan Snyder, Dan.
What the hell is his name? Hold on, Lions coach.
And then they hired him, and then
this is crazy. Why don't we know his name?
Dan Campbell. And
Jesus,
then after that,
it's such a simple name.
Yeah, but there's too many Dans.
He played for Detroit.
He played for Detroit.
Yeah.
He's also. I just love. Let me tell you. If there are two teams that I am watching this year for the NFL, let's all say the teams we're watching. If there are two teams that I am watching for the NFL, I am watching the Detroit Lions because they have some of the most exciting offense I've seen in at least the last 10 years. And I am watching the Washington Commanders because I am a Jaden Daniels stan.
First of all, I have two things to say. I love that Washington, which is one of the blackest places in the world, has the two blackest quarterbacks. Yes! Baltimore has Lamar Jackson, and Washington has Jaden Daniels. And Listen, Lamar Jackson be after the game hanging out with Kodak Black. He is a nigga. Like, and you have, and Baltimore went from Joe Flacco's ass to fucking Lamar Jackson. I have so many friends in Maryland, and some of them, like, they're split because there's two teams, and all of them are living their best life between Lamar and Jaden. And as an Ohio State fan who has always done the best, like, I mean, the white quarterbacks win the championships, but Ohio State's always the funnest with the black quarterbacks. I get it, because bring me back a black quarterback. I'm like, hey,
I love a black quarterback.
Listen,
love a black quarterback.
People are gonna say I'm racist. I'm rooting for Julian Sanders. I think he's gonna be great. But like, I did enjoy my Terrell Pryor, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields, CJ. I enjoyed Ohio State being one of the biggest brands in football, having black quarterbacks. I'm not a Bama fan, but I enjoyed them having Bryce Young and Jalen Hurts. I feel like Georgia's the only big brand that's never had a black quarterback.
Georgia's never had a black quarterback?
Maybe not ever, but like recently, and since
not like a big name,
yeah, like not
David. Not even
USC
if they
had Caleb Williams, and now they have Jaden Maeva. Texas had Vince Young. Since 2000, I don't know that Georgia's had a black quarterback. Texas, like, I just love when these big legacy brands, like, so. But you know, shout out to Julian Sand. We're gonna get into college in a minute. Auburn, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Notable black quarterbacks for Georgia: 1998 to 2000, Quincy Carter; DJ Shockley in 2005; Hines Ward when he was a receiver, but then he
like,
and then Justin Fields before he transferred.
But he never played for them. So the last,
and now they have
Hines
Dwayne
Ward's
Mathis.
He's not
transferred.
there no more.
Yeah, he gone.
Christian LeMay, he transferred. Backup quarterback Derek Harris transferred.
Yep.
Yeah, so everybody worth naming has transferred. Okay, so anyway.
Yeah. So
I forgot Hines Ward played quarterback.
Me too, honestly.
Yes. Well, it was a very short
stint. Yeah, it was a long.
So
it was not a long time. He's such a weirdo now, my goodness.
Yeah. DJ, to answer your question, I would like to answer
NFL teams that we're watching, yes.
I would like to answer your question with a proposition. Would you like to become a Houston Texans fan with me? Because
I was going to mention him when you said CJ Stroud. I was like, oh wait, I actually need to put Texans on the list too.
I'm like, I know.
Would you like to become a Texans fan with me? It's crazy.
I know I've been joking about this with both of you for like a year, but I'm so ready to. I'm 30. I'm too young to deal with the coach's bullshit.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And at least the Texans. At least there's a tie. My favorite quarterback is on the Texans. And you're in Texas. You can be a Texans fan. Do you want to create an alliance?
Maybe
we can be Texans fans. Like nobody's gonna know.
I'll be a Texans casual fan. I feel like I can join the casual fan clan. Like,
I'm not even
it's
sure.
so crazy
for
Jordan
for the
because that's the
years.
same
I think I'm
division.
ready to lock in.
It's the same division completely.
But Dante, you want me to be faithful?
I'm doing
to
the same thing by watching the Commanders. Their success is our failure. Technically,
you want me to be faithful to the niggas that ruined Andrew Luck, the greatest quarterback prospect, and I will stand on this to this day. There has not been a better prospect to answer the league since Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck. Everyone wants to talk about Jaden and Trevor Lawrence and all these. Andrew Luck is the best prospect we've had, and
it's yet to be seen about Jaden.
Ruined him. No. I'm not talking about career. I'm talking about like
prospect, because Patrick Mahomes wasn't that type of draft day prospect. You're right. Yeah. Andrew Luck might be the best prospect to come out
since like fucking
time.
Peyton Manning.
Yeah, or time.
I don't remember how hyped Aaron Rodgers was.
I don't either, but
I don't
it might
think
be.
We were really alive. That man has been playing football for 47 years.
So he got drafted in 06 or 05,
so like
47 years.
I know
in football years, bro, that's 47 years. I'm sorry, that man needs to sit down.
Hold on. I know his beginning of his career was a little weird, but Matthew Stafford was the #1 recruit in college and a #1 pick. So like, is Andrew
Stafford has some hype?
Andrew Luck the most hype,
got
the best
of hype coming,
and he's had a decent career. He just was losing because it was Detroit for a while. Andrew Luck might be I may be missing someone, but Andrew Luck is probably the best quarterback prospect since Aaron Rodgers and Matthew Stafford, and they fucking ruined him. He's fucking coaching at Stanford now. So I'm sorry. I think I can be a Texans fan. I think I can be a Texans fan. The owner was on drugs, bro. The owner was on drugs, bro. I think I can be a Texans fan.
Oh my goodness. The owner was on drugs might also be a title.
And And the Texans got rid of that fucking rapist. They're a model franchise.
No, and this is why I will never one team that will always get dust from me is the damn Browns. They will always get dust from me.
And it's funny because speaking about that, you could have traded for Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett did put out there that he wanted to be traded. Just because he re-signed,
he was ready to go.
Doesn't mean he...
And the Browns are a terribly run
think
franchise, and they kept Myles Garrett. What are you trading Micah Parsons for? And Micah's
you know what?
younger.
Now that I think about it, it's not that. It's really not that shocking because fucking what's his nigga name in Baltimore? Running back.
Derrick Henry
said he wanted to play for them.
He only wanted like $1 million.
Yeah.
He didn't even want.
Yeah.
He didn't want money.
He didn't want
money.
Anything.
He was already living it. He already lives in Dallas.
Can I just have the star on my helmet? And we were like, you know what? No. Let's go get washed up ass Zeke instead. No shade to Zeke.
Hey,
Zeke is not who he used to be. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Crazy.
Derrick Henry.
Talk about we didn't know what he would become.
Him in a home.
The Derrick Henry. Yeah, no, it's time. It's I mean, and that's the thing, it's like it's past time and it's becoming so obvious like how past time it is for Jerry to just like go gently into the sunset, enjoy the spoils of his success, and just let the team be ran by it's gonna get ran into the ground by Steven if we're being honest.
Yes.
But like
if he's the reason he's gone, if Steven's the reason he's gone, then yeah.
As a Yankees fan, I can tell you
a lot of people are speculating it, but then there's also this
is not a great owner.
It just sounds like something Jerry would do.
A lot of people are speculating it because like basically it doesn't seem like there's like two minds about like it doesn't seem like a Jerry type of move. It seems more like a Steven type of move because Steven got sticker shock and didn't want to pay that.
But Jerry's senile. He doesn't know what he's doing. He don't know he had bread for breakfast today.
Because Jerry's MO is like, I'm going to do the most. I'm going to cause all these issues in the press. I'm going to say all this stupid shit, and then I'm going to sign him. Like, that is Jerry's MO. So
yeah, but he typically does that with offensive players. Who's the defensive player that Jerry has signed, though?
I don't think defensive players were even, like, considered marquee players for real until recently, if we're being honest. Like, the level of pay that defensive players have gotten in the last couple years, like that just started in these last couple years. But defensive players were not making anything close to what the offensive players were making.
Okay, money-wise, I give you that. I'll give you that. But
so that's what I mean by marquee. I don't necessarily mean like
Jordan
stars.
has a point. Like he has let some key defensive players walk without. Didn't DeMarcus Ware leave before?
Yeah. Well, because for the last 10 years, the best part about the Cowboys has been their defense, and he almost always lets those players go
because he doesn't want to pay them offensive money. He does, and also cap space. We have a cap issue.
Be
right?
prepared. You might be going to the Texans anyway. But I was gonna say, what's his name? Diggs.
Stephon Diggs or no Trayvon Diggs.
Trayvon Diggs. He ain't gonna be there long.
He might not be worth a lot. He had a bad year last year.
Well, he was coming off an injury.
He was coming off an injury.
He was coming off an injury.
That man bites a lot. So
yeah.
Yeah. I just heard through the grapevine on the internet that his brother, Stephon Diggs, has 4 children on the way. Like,
that doesn't surprise me.
4 separate women.
Also, it doesn't surprise me.
What in the Shannon
He was on 2 teams, and they asked both those teams, who would you not let date your daughter? And it was him. It was him. That doesn't sound surprising. 2 different teams said this.
I didn't know about that. That's crazy.
I remember this because Dante talked about this on the podcast.
That is hilarious. I did not know anything about that. But yes, I was just like, this is very Shannon Sharp. And that is, I don't even know, man. That's why I can't stand when that man tried to act like he was...
That's very Tyreek Hill. It's very wide receiver.
No, Tyreek Hill is in a category of all on his own. Tyreek Hill is like...
True.
That is very wide receiver.
Okay, but speaking of players with babies, since we're just all over the place, have y'all been seeing this ridiculous backlash that Travis Hunter and his wife have been getting because they have a child?
Nope.
So, okay, wait.
It.
Before you explain
insane.
it, hold on. Before you explain it, I would just like to say this as a PSA in case any athlete listens to this. I understand you're a multimillionaire. Stop having fucking kids at 21.
Stop.
Too many athletes have kids young.
Please.
LeBron is barely 40 and has 2 kids in college. I know they're not going to listen to me. I don't know what the backlash is. I don't know. I'm not hating on him or anything like that, but I was shocked because it's like, bro, you just got out of college. Like, I know you had the money to take care of them, but you do not need to have a kid at 21 just because you have the money.
Year. A child in your rookie year.
If that's not the
that
outrage,
you didn't start.
That hasn't happened yet. Exactly.
Yeah, that's like so.
Happened.
What is the outrage if it's not that?
It's the same outrage that's been going on, right? They hate his wife. They hate that she exists. They hate that they got married. They hate that it's her and not them. Because let's be honest, the level of backlash now is getting to the point where like y'all love Travis Hunter and y'all would rather him marry y'all, and you're mad now. Like this is what it's giving because
Travis, I would give you the moon and the stars.
Hate that young lady has received has been beyond. And I've said this on the podcast before when the hate first started that it was odd and misplaced. Because they basically categorized this young woman as a predator. And they basically said she's only with him because of the money. She only wants to be with him because of the money. And then there was this fake rumor that went around about a week or two ago that said that they had filed for divorce, which is not true. They did not file for divorce. And some fake rumor came out saying that she was going to get all this money in the divorce. And so then everybody obviously used that to fuel their fire and be like, see, she is a gold digger. Yuck, yuck, yuck. We found out this fake news.
Can you even legally get a divorce in the first year?
It's an annulment. Yeah, it's not a divorce.
Yeah.
So it's like...
This is what I would say. She did not help herself because I saw those videos.
No, she doesn't have the best faces.
Fucking
I was about to say she did not help.
She's also a child. So, like, I'm not mad at her for being like, I want you to give me attention. She's young. Like, you know what I mean? Like
20, 19, whatever. How old she is.
Like, you can be like, that was weird. And it was weird. But also, like, who hasn't been clingy in their relationship at 20? Like,
and
like
also,
to
why
be
are we
mad
sending
at what a
hate?
20-year-old is doing is crazy. Like, that's too much. Like that.
And sending
like,
hate?
Like, I thought the videos were weird. I thought it was like, you mad because, like, people were smiling at him because he's good. Like, I get it, but she's a fucking child. Like,
she's a young girl who likes her.
And he's a
A
superstar.
guy. Yeah.
I can't tell you what it's like to deal with someone to that level. To put hate on the two of them, especially at their young age, people are weird. Like, that is the worst part of sports.
So weird.
Ultimately, they're both kids. Like, they're both like 21.
Yeah.
He was 3
so people
years
are
in
now
college.
basically saying that she had this baby so that way she could lock him in. It's her meal ticket. It's all these things. And it's just very, very disgusting and unfortunate because, I mean, they're young. They got married. They love each other. Hopefully, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. And they have a child together. Like, it is what it is. Kobe got married young, too. Like, a lot of star athletes get married young.
They didn't. They did not
Dante,
like that then. To answer your question, yes, we are that old. We are. Because my thing, first of all, 21
to 30. I don't know what you're talking about. I am not old.
That's 9 years. That's crazy. And also, personally,
10 for me.
The older I get, I'm like,
old.
Damn, like, no, like,
I'm the youngest person on this podcast. I would just like to say.
How long you got?
A couple months.
2 months.
Why she playing around?
Shut up.
Not letting that slide.
Still am. Shut up. Anyway.
You're still a 95, baby. Don't play with me.
Whatever. Shut up.
Okay.
Man.
So hold on. I want to be careful bringing this up because I don't really care. But while we're talking about a man named Travis, I just have to say to both
No,
we don't.
No white people's news on my podcast.
No. I have to say to both of you, I told you he was going to propose as soon as he was done being black. He got him a nice one. I said it on the podcast. I said it to both of y'all. I said he was going to propose within a year, and it didn't even get to the next season. I don't know if y'all remember it, but I said on the podcast.
They've been dating for 2 seasons. What are you talking about?
I know, but I said this last year. I said this
last
last year that he was going to propose because Jason got famous and had all these nice white kids and was doing all this stuff. And he said, damn, I'm 30. I need to stop playing around with black people. And I told y'all they were going to get married. I remember when we had the conversation. That's all I'm saying. I don't care about them at all.
I don't give a crap about what's going on with the whites.
She's from the Midwest, dog. She wanted to be married too.
Which is why.
Yeah, but I didn't think she was going to stay with him long enough for that to happen.
This is a publicity stunt. What are we talking about? These people don't love each other.
Hey. They are two white people from the Midwest who
That's a publicity stunt. Exactly. You're proving my point.
Who weren't married by 30. As someone from the Midwest, I'm not calling that a publicity stunt. There was some pressure. You're not from the Midwest. You don't get it. He's from Ohio. She's from Pennsylvania.
I promise you.
Publicity. She got her 47th album coming out. They didn't gone to the damn Super Bowl and whatever.
The thing is, I would have said, I would really give it to you if they had won the Super Bowl, because he would have proposed then.
He would have proposed then.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people, the Swifties in my office are saying that they were probably already engaged and that the timing of the announcement is just apropos, but they probably engaged longer.
It's not. That is true, but it's not significantly longer. His dad came out and said they were engaged for like 2 or 3 weeks. Like it wasn't.
I don't
like,
give a crap, if I'm being honest.
No. I only brought it up because I want to say I was right, because everyone was like, "Oh, they're gonna break up. They're gonna break up," and I said, "These are 2 white people from the Midwest. They're getting married."
I didn't think they were breaking up. I had a feeling they were going to get married. I will tell you that. I had a feeling, especially with how publicly they were dating and how forward and how they were pushing it in their face. I was like, I think they're probably just going to go ahead and get married. Otherwise, this is going to be the most ridiculous publicity stunt like ever. So I'm like, they're probably. But also, you can get married for publicity. I see celebrities do that all the time. So
I hear you.
I still don't think. I think they may like each other. There might be a little, even camaraderie and friendship amongst the 2 of them. But it's hard for me to.
She said they not doing nothing other than that.
It's hard for me to.
Hold on. This is what I would say. If we take the celebrity out of it, right?
That prenup should be ironclad.
I will listen. I will say this: like, I'm not saying that the love is immaculate and all these other kind of things. I'm taking the celebrity out of it. The reason why I disagree on that is for like the likes and things like that is because 30-something people in the Midwest marry each other all the time. I'm not saying they fully did it for love. What I'm saying is more than publicity. They did it because they're from the Midwest, and not being married and having kids by 30 in the Midwest is crazy. Ask me how I know, because I was 25 and niggas was beating down my door asking me when I was going to get married and have kids. So like,
I'm 31 now.
I'm just taking like, I'm just.
I mean,
taking
you're saying this like I'm not
Southern.
Southern. Though I'm Southern, so the same thing is happening down here, and we're having babies and getting married even younger. Like we're still around the same.
That's
like
okay, but Ohio
my family now, they don't even know how to have conversations with me at family events because I do not have a husband or wife and children. Like they're just like, so Denisha, like, how's work? Because they don't have nothing else to ask me about.
Right.
Like,
I guess I'm saying this to the people in general because I moved to New York, and that is not the concept. That is not like that is.
No, that's one of the most liberal places in America.
Like so, but yeah, Ohio is also the most southern Midwestern state. So, but yeah, listen, we've talked about
There's a lot of niggas out there. Well, not a lot,
but it's not even just the black people. It's the white people too. It's the white people too.
I feel like y'all 3 are the only ones I know.
But anyways, I didn't bring that up because I cared. I just wanted to say that I was right because I was telling everyone that it wasn't a publicity stunt.
We know that you love to have your "I was right" moment.
Yes,
we know.
I do. Thank you. Personally,
I'm very happy for you.
On the Power I-80 football show, I love to be right.
Anyway, so speaking of right, I was trying to think of a good segue. I don't have one.
Hey.
Damn it. Are we still talking about football? Are we still talking about football? What are we talking about next?
Please, help. Let's talk about college football. We've been on here for 30 minutes.
Let's talk about college football. So Farmageddon happened, and Iowa State won.
Yes.
That was
crazy.
Interesting.
That was crazy.
That was a moment.
That was a fun game.
Because I did not think Iowa State was going to win that game. So...
Ooh, Boise State.
Now, mind you, I only watched the last 3 minutes, so please don't ask me all my feelings. I did not watch the whole thing.
So that game was fun because it was like for the first 2 quarters, it was an absolute shit show. Part of it, I heard it was the field because the field was really bad because it rained in Ireland. And like they don't typically like take care of football fields. And then like the last 1.5 quarters, everybody was just scoring. Like Iowa State would go up, and then Kansas hit a deep pass, 1 play, 80-yard touchdown.
It got crazy.
Like it got crazy at the end. That was a fun game though. The one thing I would say is everybody's like, "Oh, Iowa State's gonna win the Big 12 because of this game." No, they're not. Like the Big 12 is too crazy to make that prediction.
Overreactions at this rate and week 0 is
crazy.
Yeah. Like
that is crazy.
We haven't
almost.
We're supposed to start overreacting in week 2.
Yeah, like Brian, can we at least wait till week 2 or 3? We haven't even seen.
Can
people
get
to
a bye week 2?
Like, can we get
not a bye week? Winning the Big 12 also is just insane to say because we know we don't know who's winning the Big 12 until the day before.
Yeah, literally.
I don't want to even bring it up, but there's time for injuries and
Yes.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like that's insane to even say.
It
that they
is.
I
can win.
mean, but you know
Hey,
how
they're
people are.
going to win. It's possible, but going to win? Come on now.
Yeah.
And the
let's
Big
dial it
12,
back.
I want to be clear, the Big 12 is the last conference to be sitting
Mhm.
here in week 0
Mm-mm.
talking about who's going to
Hold
win
on.
it.
Like I know the both of y'all remember this. Literally, the last 4 weeks of the season, there were upsets.
We didn't even know
every
who's going to be
week.
in the game.
Arizona State won the Big 12, and they didn't get into the championship game to the last week because everyone
week?
it was Colorado.
Because
Then
everybody
they
was
got upset.
losing. And
Then
yeah.
it was Kansas State or whoever. Then they got upset. Then it was whoever it was. It
Didn't
just kept
Kansas
happening.
State upset Colorado and didn't get got
So
upset?
that's what it was. It was Kansas.
It's something like that.
I couldn't remember who happened. Kansas. It was either Kansas or Kansas State. One of them upset 3 different teams in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And it just like
It was
no,
Kansas
we
State.
can't-
It was Kansas. It was
Kansas State. Okay, like we
Mhm.
can't
They went on a little
predict
tear toward the
We
end,
can't
yeah.
predict the Big 12. Like, what are we talking about?
But the Big 12 is great. If I would totally understand, respect if people are like, you know what, Texas is winning the SEC like right now. It's like, yeah,
All right.
probably. Like, yeah. The Big 12. I'm
Like-
saying that's a
like-
better overreaction than talking about
Yeah,
the Big 12.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
That's,
okay.
like,
okay.
that's a better overreaction.
Okay.
Like if Texas beats Ohio State and the next day they say Texas is going to win a national championship.
I would understand
That
why
makes
they
It's an
sense.
would do that.
overreaction, but cool. To
But
say
that's-
Iowa State's going to win the Big 12 after beating Kansas State and Ireland, please
Take
relax.
deep breaths and drink ice cold water because we
Please.
and
No,
go outside.
Think about it. Would that really be an overreaction? Texas beat last year's national champion. That
No,
really
that's
didn't
that's
lose?
No,
that's
but
the
it's
thing.
like
I
a
don't think it'd
dramatic
be an
reaction.
overreaction
Yeah.
Okay.
because they still have to go through the SEC and various things like that. But it would make more sense.
But you know, like
But-
your typical sports overreactions, like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
that's a good typical sports overreaction. This is like stan culture. Like we're doing too much. Like
Yeah.
let's all
Like
get a few
it
more
had
games.
to be only Iowa State people saying that. Like,
No. But you want to know what else is funny? And the game's not over yet. But you know, like everyone's talking about the G5 teams and like everyone's trying to predict the playoffs and all this kind
Boise
of
State
stuff.
plays tonight. Actually, speaking of,
they're losing
Like
right now.
that's exactly what I'm talking about. So they're playing right now. They're down 17-7, and USF just hit a big pass. They're like on like the 11 or 12 yard line, and this
It's in the
entire
third
summer,
quarter, I believe, right? Because I got Minnesota up right now.
it's almost the fourth quarter. There's less than 2
Ooh.
minutes. There's less than 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and they're
Third or
about to
fourth?
score. Third. It's less than 2 minutes left in the third quarter, and they just scored a touchdown. So they're about to go up 24-7. Okay. The reason why I bring this up, on top of the fact to transition into current football, is that everyone was talking about Boise was going to make the college football playoff. And I'm like, did we forget that Boise lost their best player, who was
They lost their
also
best-
one of the best
he
players in the
was
country?
the team.
Like,
He
like,
was
like,
the team.
like
He
you,
was at least he was their offense.
He was
like-
the
like-
entire
They had a
offense.
good.
if you,
They had a
if-
good defense.
His usage
but
rate
yeah.
was
Yeah.
insane.
if you want to say that Texas lost a bunch of people, but they're going to be good, fine. If you
That's
want
not
to
a
say
catch.
that Ohio State lost a bunch of people, but they're going to be good, fine. If you want to say Oregon lost a bunch of people, but they're going to be good, fine. You want me to believe that Boise State is going to lose Aston Genty and still make the playoffs?
We have to get
Insane.
real. Again,
And
back to
now
the ice
they're
cold
down
water and the deep breaths.
24 And now they're down 24-7 to USF because you just can't. That was their entire offense. You can't tell me that they were going to be a good team. And so many people were picking them like they were just going to reload. I didn't project. I didn't say they were going to lose this game. I didn't know. But like, there's no way you could tell me you seriously believe that Boise was making the playoffs when they lost Aston Genty, one of the best running backs in a decade. He was getting compared to running backs in 03, 04, like he was doing things that we've never heard of. He was getting I'm losing his name. Who's the running back? Was it Barry Sanders at Oklahoma State? Like that's whose record he was about to break, right?
Okay.
He was getting compared to fucking Barry Sanders, and you want me to believe that they're gonna make the playoffs? Like, please,
Not gonna lie,
DJ, say it,
very
please.
excited
Cold
to see,
water,
I don't
cold
think he's
water,
gonna play
like.
much. Very excited to see
For the
how he
Raiders?
does in NFL. I don't
You don't
think
think he'll play much for the Raiders?
I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest.
He's going to be the starting running back. They
You
traded
think?
away.
Okay.
They traded away what's the name to Green Bay a year or two ago.
I'm not a Raiders. I'm not a Raiders like. I don't know anything.
They traded their running back. I forget.
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
He's at Green Bay now. They traded him like a year or two ago.
I didn't know that. I don't know.
But
anything about
you
it.
also have to play him because of how high they drafted him.
That's
He's going to
also
be
fair.
he's definitely going
That's
to be the
also
starting
fair.
running back.
But you know, like,
Yeah.
I always have like the mentality. I keep forgetting, like, it's not like basketball where it's like most of the time it doesn't matter how high you are unless you're like top 10, top 12, you're
But
gonna give it.
but he was top 10, top 12, wasn't he?
I don't know.
I think he was.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, he was
something
like
that.
7 or something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was so stuck on realistically, I was so stuck on how Shador was dropping. I don't even remember the order or how high. I don't even remember.
But at that point, you can't even talk about Shador. He was picked number 6. Like he was picked number 6.
I only care.
I literally, and I'm not an NFL draft watcher, so
yeah,
child.
Okay,
we just enough. Have to pray. Anyways, okay, sorry.
Enough NFL. Hold on. So let me ask this.
Back to college.
And what are you all most? So Dante, you've been watching college for a while. DJ, I converted you. I've been trying to convert you for years. What are y'all most? It can be anything. It can be teams. It can be players. It can be storylines. Whatever. What are y'all most excited about for the upcoming season?
Okay. I have one. I probably have a few things. SMU is projected to have a really, really successful season. And so, not to be a homer, but so I'm really excited to see like if last year was a fluke or not.
I don't want to bust your bubble. If SMU has a successful season, Rhett Lash is getting hired away. I just want you to mentally prepare for that.
I know. And we've been through this a couple times in Mustang Nation where we had a good coach. We were excited to have him, and then they get other offers and things like that. So I'm very aware. But we do have him for 2 years, I believe. I think he signed for 2, 3.
Yeah, but someone's gonna pay that out. If Luke
Yeah.
Luke Fickell has a bad year, he's about to be Wisconsin's head coach.
Well, I'm not going to think about all of that, but I
Yes.
just as a SMU alum and going to SMU during the dark ages of bad football, it's very exciting to be on this side of things to say like, okay, was last year just like we were just excited because we're in the ACC, or do we actually like have something going on here? I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, Dante, what are you most excited about?
It's gonna be 2 things. It's gonna be 2 things. Archie, I just want to see how he plays. I want to see how he does. See how talented he is because he's the most athletic Manning since his grandfather.
Easily,
the other
grandfather.
Because them other two, Eli and Peyton. Man, listen.
Supposedly his dad was an athlete. He just got injured.
Well, yeah, but we never really got a chance to fully see.
We don't know his daddy. Sorry, we do not know you. Sorry
to that man.
I'm so sorry. Like, honestly, so we never. I believe him, but he's the most athletic
did we see it?
quarterback.
I didn't see it.
Because again, his daddy wasn't a quarterback. His daddy was a receiver.
Wide receiver. Yeah,
he was a receiver. So he's the most athletic Manning quarterback since his granddaddy.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
So I'm excited for that.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to let you go.
I was just going to reiterate the point of like I need everybody also to like calm down about him though, and like not already crown him the Heisman winner when he hasn't played yet. Like we need to calm down.
Yeah.
What's the next one? The other one is the kid in Michigan. I want to see what that turns out to be. The quarterback,
okay,
because
the one they just signed, right?
Bryce Underwood.
He was going to go to LSU or whatever, and then all that money got him to go to Michigan. I just want to see. I want to see if it blows up in their face or not. That's what
I am wishing for Michigan's failure at all times. So
DJ,
I hope it does.
So, DJ, we talked about this a little bit, but me and Dante, we went more in depth about it just because he's in the Big Ten. And, like, we went through all of the first-year quarterbacks and what their stats were like and things like that. And, like, we talked about it, but, like, we kind of went in depth. And it's just, like, the expectation for him is crazy. And I think we just sort of forget what true freshman quarterbacks do. And the reason why I brought it up is, like, I don't want to defend him per se, but I don't like the conversation around Patrick Mahomes Jr. because everyone acts like he's a bust. Everyone acts like he's a bust. And it's like, he had a good year for a freshman. He was 18, leading grown-ass men. He threw for like 67%. He had double-digit touchdowns. Sure, he made a couple mistakes, but like I think people are too hard on him. The only if you want to be hard on the Patrick Mahomes thing, that's weird. But the way that they act about how they it's so bad that like nobody's talking about him. Like nobody's saying I'm excited for Dylan Raiola. And so I brought that up in relation to this guy because it's just like, what do they think is going to happen? Like we looked at it, everyone's down on Dylan Raiola, but Dylan Raiola had arguably the best year last year of all the first-year quarterbacks. So do you think he's going to be better than Dylan Raiola? And you all hated Dylan Raiola. You all like not obviously not you on the podcast, but so many people are like, oh, he's ass, he's whatever.
I just thought it was funny.
All this other kind of stuff, and it's just like, so are you saying he's going to be better than that? Because he had a good year, and y'all act like it was garbage. Like I think we got spoiled by Trevor Lawrence, and I'm not talking about NFL Trevor Lawrence. I'm talking about first year Trevor Lawrence.
Freshman Trevor Lawrence. No,
we got
Johnny
spoiled.
Manziel.
We got spoiled by Tress. Not even early, like later than that. We got in a 5-year span. We got Trevor Lawrence, Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, and Caleb Williams, who in their first year starting all threw for like 4,000 yards, 30, 40 touchdowns, and less than 10 interceptions. And Trevor Lawrence won a championship in his first year, and C.J. Stroud. He went to the playoffs. I can't remember if he went to the national championship game, but he went to the playoffs, and everyone thought that's what a first year starter does. But that's fucking rare. Like that is no one does that.
Rare air.
And
they are breathing.
We got them within a short period of time, but like CJ threw for 4,000 yards and 30 plus touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence won a national championship his first year. Like Caleb Williams threw for 4,000 yards and 40 touchdowns. Like that's not normal.
What people also forget that with Trevor Lawrence and all that, they had veteran talent around them.
Yes.
And that is what matters. Like if the entire team is young, there's such a larger learning curve than like if I'm the youngest nigga out here and I have
that's different.
I'm veteran wide receivers and veteran tight ends and veteran O-line.
A junior, like
I'm gonna look fucking good. I'm gonna look good. There's no other way. Like to me, I don't know.
But to that point, Michigan's not veteran. Right?
Nope.
Texas isn't veteran if we're talking about first-year quarterbacks. Oregon's not veteran if we're talking about first-year quarterbacks. So we're talking about all these first-year quarterbacks, and it's just like, I don't know, maybe Arch is going to be good. But Arch lost 4 offensive line starters. He lost a running back. He lost his 3 or 4 best pass catchers. He lost his tight end. And we're just like, Arch is going to be the great. And maybe by week 7 he will be. But people forget, C.J. Stroud got benched for a game. Ryan Day said it was an injury, but it wasn't. C.J. Stroud got benched for a game, his 3rd or 4th game, because he wasn't playing well, and then he came back and had a Heisman, but he wasn't good, and Ryan Day benched him for a game. Like, we're expecting Arch to be this amazing quarterback immediately, let's
be for real. We're expecting that because of his last name.
It is also, it is a lot.
We're expecting that because of his last name. I'm not saying that. Because last year, the pockets that we did see him, he was great. He was fantastic. He was good for what he was. Like, I'm not saying here be like, oh my God, he was trash last year. He wasn't. But I do believe that a lot, like, we have to also be for real. Nobody would give a fuck about him if his last name was not Manning. No one would care. Like, people would be like, oh yeah, Texas has a good up-and-coming quarterback. We'll see how it goes. Like, that would be the attitude. But because he's Arch Manning.
C.J. Stroud and Trevor Lawrence had great running games.
Yes.
They had almost 2,000-yard rushers. Like, so
he doesn't have the same pieces, so we can't expect.
They don't have that.
We can't expect, and also
have a running game. They don't have an offensive line like that.
We have to expect mistakes. Like you have to expect mistakes. How old is he? 20? I think he's only 20 now.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because he's not a junior yet. He's a sophomore.
He's a redshirt sophomore, so this is his 3rd year.
Okay,
he could be 21. Yeah.
We have to expect mistake, and this is what I was saying on the show before, is that I already have like pre empathy towards him, because I already know like all of his criticism, everything that people are going to say is going to be so disingenuous. Like, part of it will probably be real, but most of it will be disingenuous. We're either going to, if he has a good game, we're going to completely overinflate it and make it seem like he's the second coming of Christ. And if he has a bad game, we're going to completely like overinflate it and make it seem like, oh my God, he's a bust. And I just feel so bad for him.
Which is what happened to Dylan Raiola, and he didn't have the hype that Archie had. And it's just like, I feel like I become a defender.
He had hype, though.
Dylan.
It might not be the same level,
he had a lot of hype.
Because I wasn't even watching college yet, and I was like, "Oh, Dylan Raiola!" Like,
and the funny thing is about Texas too. Everyone acts like Quinn Ewers was trash. Quinn Ewers was the highest rated recruit
to me
ever.
Crazy to me.
Ever. He was rated higher than Vince Young. Like,
I was like, are we watching the same person?
Like, I'm just talking about as a recruit. Quinn Ewers was the first recruit to have a perfect recruiting score. And then they get Arch, and they act like Quinn was nobody. And Quinn
couldn't believe
Quinn
that.
wasn't great.
That was crazy.
But like, we're just assuming that Arch was going to be better. And the thing that
Quinn
I've
could have
said,
probably been great if it wasn't if that didn't happen to him.
right?
A confidence shot can be crazy.
So my question is, and I've said this to both of you, was Quinn better than Arch, which is why Arch didn't take his spot, or is Sarkisian a bad coach who wouldn't play the best player? Because Texas was one game away from making a national championship. So either Quinn was the best option who got drafted in the 6th round, the coach couldn't, or the coach couldn't pick the better player. Either way, I don't think that bodes well for Texas, because either Arch is not as good as Quinn was because he couldn't take his job, despite the fact that we saw him play multiple games and Quinn kept getting injured, and the coach still stuck with him at the playoffs, and we see how that went. They almost lost to Arizona State, and he fumbled the ball that led to Ohio State's victory. Yeah. Or Arch was always better, and the coach makes bad decisions. So it's just like, I think we should relax.
I don't believe Coach Sarkisian is making a bad decision, though. I really don't.
So then Quinn was better than Arch.
I believe that he felt that at the end of the day, we had to have a sub. I think at that moment,
Quinn probably was.
That's what I'm about to say. I was like, at the end of the day, you have to have a sub. Quinn is injured. You got to put somebody in. Arch is QB2. Like, that is what it is. But I also think that Coach Sarkisian has an understanding of what it means to have a young quarterback play behind a vet. And I feel like that was also maybe a decision that was more for Arch's development as well. Don't put him in a situation where he's starting too soon. Put him in a situation where he can watch a vet. Y'all went on a long run. No, they didn't do everything perfect, and Quinn wasn't perfect, but Quinn was a formidable quarterback. That's a great person to sit behind and learn from. So I feel like I just don't believe that Steve Sarkisian was sitting here like, wow, Arch is raw, Quinn is trash, but I'm still putting Quinn in. Like, that just doesn't seem like the type of decision he would make, given the type of coach that he's shown himself to be. Like, I just don't see him sitting there being like, not going with the best player.
So the other thing with that, and this is not to say that Quinn won't be better than Arch at the end. The reason why I bring this up is people have to prepare themselves for Quinn having some learning concerns, because you know who did start their first year, you know who did, who they wanted to sit behind a senior, and he took his job. Trevor fucking Lawrence. We forget
But Trevor Lawrence is raw. That's different.
But no.
Different.
My point is, Arch is hyped more than Quinn. It's hyped more than Trevor Lawrence. It's hyped more than CJ. It's hyped more than all these people. But Trevor Lawrence, as a freshman, took a senior's job and led Clemson to a national championship. So I'm not explaining this to you all. You all get it.
Yeah.
But I just want people to be realistic of what they're expecting for this kid.
Because
Trevor Lawrence is not a great quarterback in the NFL. But in college, he came in and took a job immediately. And Arch
just the way he said it. And he's not. He's not.
And Arch couldn't take the job from a quarterback who went 6th round. So, like, let's let the kid breathe.
And this is the thing. I don't even know if it was like, I don't know. I just feel like I think that was a development decision. That could have also been a development decision. That might not necessarily been just straight off of like skill versus skill. Like, I mean, I think it was that too.
If he needed to, but the people are acting like he never needed to develop is my thing.
And that, to me, is a byproduct of his last name.
Yes.
This conversation we're having is that.
Not only that, and I think it's also a byproduct of impatience.
Yes.
Because I think the problem that is also happening in college was happening in the NFL, and it's still happening. They were just putting rookies out there because I spent a first-round pick on you. You should start. When it's
you
like,
should be ready.
No, you don't really need to do that.
There's a learning curve.
And nobody. There's one thing that Mike Tomlin said. He said nobody wants to coach.
No,
Everybody wants to lead, but no one wants to coach. And part of coaching is development. And no one wants to do that. A lot of people just want it happening in college, where it's like, I can develop and become a great college player, but I still have a different type of game to learn that no one wants to teach.
And you're playing against grown-ass men that have families to feed, that have been doing this for 3 to 7 years, because you know the average is a little bit lower. But I'm just saying, and there is a learning curve. You have to learn new plays, new systems, new coaches. A lot of these guys are going to brand new cities that they've never been to. They're on their own for the first time if they haven't been in college. There's so much. There's so many elements to this. So, and that goes down to the college level too. And to your point, this is why I have so much empathy for Arch, because I already know people are already doing too much, and I just hope that he can have he can stay grounded and he can have a successful season for himself, whatever that looks like. Whether that's
Yep.
going to satisfy the Texas fandom or the college football fandom at large is still yet to be seen. But I think go ahead.
I was just gonna reiterate what you're saying. Like I've said it to both of you, is like I do feel bad for him, and that's why I keep bringing up Dylan Raiola, because they act like he's fucking chopped liver, and he had a good year. If Arch has the year that Dylan had, they're going to take him to slaughter.
Oh, well, yeah.
They're going to take him.
I think they're going to slaughter him regardless.
Slaughter.
Honestly, if Texas doesn't get to the mountaintop, I think they're going to slaughter him regardless. They're going to find a way to make it. Well, they're either going to do one or two things, because he is a white man and they do have a lot of privilege. They're going to do one or two things. They're either going to make it all his fault, or they're going to find a way to make it everybody's fault but his. They're going to do one or two things.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I've said this before. I'm not going to pretend like
my thing is this: what if he does have a great season, but they still aren't a good team because their defense sucks? Like that could be a thing. That could happen.
I think their defense is going to be decent, but I think the thing.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be. I'm just
DJ knows this.
But there's so many elements. There's so many variables.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the thing that's really going to hurt them is their offensive line. They lost 4 offensive line starters.
One thing about Jordan, he's going to make sure you understand how important the offensive line
is. Because it is.
It's the most
it's just because me and Jordan have had so many conversations about the offensive line.
They're important.
No.
Very important.
I want to be clear. I know the offensive line is important. But I'm just saying, the way that Jordan drives it home, you would think that they are the only...
Hey, because a good offensive line don't mean nothing, boy, if you getting smacked around. Like, if you get...
oh my goodness.
You could be a great quarterback, i.e. Joe Burrow. You could be a really good quarterback.
Listen.
Poor Joe Burrow be fighting for his life, child. Be fighting for his life. I mean, like, I can't even believe... I mean, but this happens even with the Cowboys sometimes. I'm like, Dak is going to die. Like, he's going to die. Like,
fucking CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud in the Chicago.
CJ Stroud, oh my God. The poor baby.
Stroud
I'm like, somebody help him. Somebody throw him a life raft.
Chicago,
he was getting
somebody, please.
Everybody who
has ball in their hand is in danger.
You right.
It's
Tua in Miami. Offensive line.
Yes.
Tua has 3 brain cells left because he does not have a good O-line. Like,
Miami's offensive line is so bad the coaches should be scared when they step on the field.
Truly. Oh my God, poor Tua. Why is he still playing football? Let me not.
I don't know. Man.
Let me not.
Well, I can tell you why he's still playing football, but I don't want to get into it right now because it's
3
sad.
brain cells. So anyway, another thing.
You know how hard it is to give up something you've been doing your entire life.
No. You know how hard it is to give up something when your dad wants you to do it?
That's also, yeah.
Listen, hold on.
Samoan?
Tua isn't left-handed.
I'm sorry. Why did I just get an ESPN notification talking about upset watch for this damn Boise State game? This is not upset watch. This was...
It is. They're ranked.
It is technically. I know. I understand the actual logic, but I'm like, we need to be for real.
They're getting smacked up.
We need to be for real.
I don't know if y'all know this or not. Tua's not left-handed.
I did not know that.
His dad forced him to play the game left-handed because he thought it would make him more recruitable. And his dad said it.
Oh my God, how great could he be if he was throwing the ball with
his right hand?
His dad said it.
What?
How good could he be? On fucking ESPN like it was normal. He's not left-handed. His dad forced him to play the game left-handed.
You know so much more about Tua's life than I do. I did not know.
I literally just saw it on Instagram, like on ESPN or something, like in the spring. I don't know why. Like his dad was talking about it like he was fucking proud. I was like, no, that's weird. So you know
like
how hard it is.
LeVar Ball.
Ambidextrous for just that.
You know how hard it is to give up something when your dad is the one that's telling you got to do it, and he's not the one. Well, then if Dylan
Raiola. Well, then if Tua is up in the CTE study that will inevitably happen again, we already know who's fault.
And his dad's not gonna fucking care because he's fucking rich. Anyways.
Jordan has some strong feelings about Tua's dad. Anyway,
that's so fucking
he's also
stupid.
Samoan, and
yes,
it's hard for them. It's hard for them culturally to quit.
Yes,
of course.
Yes,
of course.
So
we love Samoans.
I never answered the question.
I was gonna be like, Jordan, what are you?
And then I have a second question for
now that we know what you're mad about. What are you excited about?
Yeah, then I have a second question for y'all, so we're not here forever. So what I'm most excited about is actually kind of similar to Dante's. I'm most excited just to watch football when all the contenders have new quarterbacks. Like I've said it a million times. We talked about it on both podcasts. Ohio State, Georgia, Texas, Oregon, Bama, like so many new quarterbacks, and then the teams that have the
Tennessee got a new
returning
quarterback, don't they?
Yes, but he started before. But the teams
Okay.
that have the returning quarterbacks are teams that you aren't typically that great. South Carolina has a returning quarterback. Indiana has a multi-year starter. Penn State has a 3-year starter. So does the returning quarterback
Illinois got a 3-year
outweigh?
starter.
Yeah, Illinois has a 3-year starter. Does the returning 2-3-year starter
My sleeper pick.
outweigh the young quarterback? Like, that's to me is very interesting because it's like for so many, like the last 4 years has been Oregon was good for 2 years because they got multi-year starters. Washington went to the national championship game when Michael Penix Jr. was a 4-year starter. Ohio State won a national championship with Will Howard, who was a 4-year starter. Georgia won a national championship with a kid who wasn't a starter, but he was in his 4th year before he started. Bama's last
he had been
championship,
here for like 8 years.
He had been. Bama with the white kid, I can't think of his name right now. He'd been there for 4 years. So many of these teams had these old quarterbacks, and that's like Miami when had their best season in years, and Cam Ward was a 5th-year starter. So now no one's a 5th-year starter anymore, but we have these 2- and 3-year starters at quote unquote lesser programs, less accomplished programs versus the super accomplished programs with first time starters. And I'm just really interested to kind of see how that plays out. Does Ohio State and Texas do it because they have the talent, or does Indiana or Illinois or Penn State do it because of the continuity with the quarterback? Like that, that's to me, that's very interesting.
I will also say I just am loving my all transfer team studies. I was very, very interested in Florida State and their little transfer situation. We saw how historically bad that went. And now we've got all transfer Texas Tech. And I'm just so interested in the transfer portal era of like building your team via the transfer portal. I am so interested in this. I'm so excited I have another case study.
Because Oregon did it. Did it. They were all transfer team. And last year they were, I think,
like the last 2-3 years,
and they were pretty
obviously.
good. They made it pretty far. Still not a fan of the way that the playoffs went. Like, I do not like those bye weeks, whatever nonsense. I'm not a fan. Like, go straight into the playoffs. Why are people sitting down for 10 days? That makes no sense. But anyway,
silly.
Easiness. And I'm not saying it has to be like 2 or 3 days later. Like, give the kids rest. But like 10 days,
it's too. Right now, it's definitely too far.
It's excessive. And I really feel like that's the only reason why. Because to me, there's something to be said about the fact that all 4 teams that had a bye lost. There's something to be said about that, because that to me, I started off at SMU majoring in stats. That is something to pay attention to.
So I agree, but I disagree. If that happens again hold on. If that happens again this year, I definitely get it. But I think last year was weird because Arizona State and Boise State got byes. And they just weren't the best teams in the playoff. Like the Oregon one, that makes sense. But because it had to be tied to conference titles, I think it skewed the data. Because like Arizona State had to play Texas. Like Boise State had to play Penn State. Like they were they had the bye, but they were underdogs.
They were underdogs in those matchups. Yeah.
The only one that I think is like really indicative of is Oregon having to play Ohio State situation. Because Oregon beat Ohio State and then got fucking boat race. Like that to me is like,
that's why I'm saying, I'm like, it's something to pay attention to. Because yes, your point is correct. I will concede that. But I'm also like, the case study to me is more about the fact that all of the teams lost. Like, okay, the 2 teams that were the underdogs losing, that is not as shocking. But it's the fact that all of it.
Wait, who was the number 1 seed? It was Oregon.
Yes.
So who was the number 2 seed? Who was the other team that lost? Because it was Oregon, Boise, Arizona State. Who was the other one? Did all 4 of them lose? Who was it?
Tennessee.
Was it Tennessee? No, Tennessee lost in the first round.
Yeah. So.
Oh shit! Let's flip the bracket. I don't know.
It wasn't Georgia.
No.
Was it Georgia?
I don't know. No, it wasn't Georgia.
Did Georgia lose? No, it was Georgia because Georgia lost to Penn State, right? Or Notre Dame?
No.
It was. Georgia lost. Georgia lost to Notre Dame.
No, it was Notre Dame. Notre Dame.
Georgia
I was like, it was not
4th,
Penn State.
Yeah, Georgia was the 4th team with the bye, and they lost to Notre Dame. That's who it was.
Exactly. And so that's all I'm saying is like
she might have a point. She might.
I know I'm cooking.
She might
that's
have
why
a
I'm
point.
like that to me is very, very interesting.
Even that too.
That to me is very, very interesting that every team lost, and I feel like it just begs the question of the bye weeks and the structure and how much of that may have played into things. But anyways, the point I was more so getting at is the building teams via transfers is just so interesting to me. And I think it's obviously, and I've said this on the other show, it's because I've seen success on the basketball side of building a team just straight up of transfers. And then Florida State being an outlier, like that did still happen though. So that's why I'm just kind of like, ooh, like, is this a method, and what is the method? Because it may not necessarily be pulling in all transfers all at one time. And maybe you do mostly transfers like in one position group, or maybe you spread them out. Like, I'm trying to figure out what is the way to build a team through the transfer portal.
I would in my estimation, I think the best way to the teams who've done it the best is Ohio State, it's Texas. I think Oregon is a little on the borderline, but like
I'll have to go with I would say Oregon.
So the thing, Oregon hasn't.
You won a Big Ten championship. You've been in the playoffs the past 3 seasons through that method. They've been successful doing that.
Yeah, so like I would say Ohio State, Oregon, and Texas. Texas last year replaced their 2 interior defensive tackles. They brought in a safety from Clemson, Andrew Makoba. Ohio State brought in Caleb Downs, Will Howard. The left tackle who went to the Chiefs was a transfer. I would say, like, I don't want to put a number on it, but like 5. Like 3 to 5 like key starters, but like doing your like Florida State brought in 12, like Texas, like I think
Texas Tech had 12, 14.
I think you need a core roster, and you need to target specific. Ohio State needed a quarterback, so they got him, right? Oregon needed an offensive lineman, so they got him. Texas needed defensive tackles, so they got him. But the majority of their roster was theirs. I think that's the way to do it until proven otherwise.
I don't know, because like I said, the outlier of Florida State still matters. So it's like, is that possible, or was that just a fluke? I don't know. Now, granted, obviously the team went downhill the way that it did because
immediately after,
but I'm like, okay, but there's still something to be said.
That might have just been an anomaly, honestly.
That's why I'm like, but there's still something to be said about it. We don't know yet, because they're the only team that's really like did something like that.
Even then, who did they bring in? They brought in someone from quarterback who wasn't doing well where he was beforehand.
DJ
Lightweight, right?
Yeah, no, DJ. No. It's DJ, but it's DJ Uiagalelei.
There we go, him.
Yeah, from Clemson.
Yeah, he wasn't playing well at
DJ
Clemson.
U.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, DJ U, yeah. No, DJ U. And he wasn't playing well at campus. Okay, so we talked about what we're excited for. What is one thing, again, players, storyline, whatever. What is one thing that you're not excited for? What's one thing that you're like 3-4 weeks in, you're gonna be like, if y'all don't shut the F up, like oh my God. Like what is one thing?
Oh gosh. I don't know. I don't really participate in a whole lot of college football discourse outside of like our show. So I have to think. I would probably say the over talking of Arch Manning is gonna get on my nerves. Man.
I think the over talking of Alabama, Georgia, and Ohio State.
Yes, I was about to say the over talking of Ohio State is going to get on my nerves.
So,
and the reason, but here's the thing: I want to preface it. It gets on my nerves in general in sports when we over talk whoever won the year before. That gets on my nerves in general. So it's really not targeted towards Ohio State. It's more so targeted towards like, I hate the whole idea like, oh well, they have to replicate their success because they won last year. Like that's just not. Repeating is harder than winning the first time. So I don't know.
I guess my only thing, damn, Mike Vick, what's going on? So I disagree with this partially, and it's only because I don't think that, I think a lot of people, okay, so Ohio State is the only program who doesn't have down years. And so I think more people are wish-casting that they have a down year than they are hyping them. Like if you look at the polls and different things like that, there are people who have Ohio State missing the playoffs. There's people who have them at 9, 10, 11, 12. Like, I think there's less hype behind Ohio State, especially when you compare them to Oregon, to Texas, to Penn State, even to Georgia and Bama. So like, I get what you're saying, but I do think that I don't think Ohio State is now. This may change if they beat Texas, but going into the season, I've seen people expecting Ohio State to lose 3 or 4 games, and that never happens. So like, I don't think Ohio State is especially hyped this year. I think a lot of people are hoping that they sort of fall on their face because they haven't yet. But I do think the hype of Arch in Texas, and to flip the hype, I think one of the things that's sort of going to annoy me is the excuse making for Penn State, because Ohio State didn't get excuses, Michigan didn't get excuses, Texas isn't getting excuses. No, but I get that. But like, before we knew about that, when they brought everyone back, Texas isn't currently getting excuses, but people are already like building in excuses and like expecting Penn State to fail. And I'm just like, Penn State wants to be at the level of Ohio State. They want to be at the level of Alabama. They want to be at the level of Georgia. So treat them like it. When Penn State tells you we need to win a championship, when James Franklin says we made it to the semifinals last year and that wasn't enough, when 14 of their starters come back, you need to say that they're the national championship favorite. Don't tell me they're losing in the first round. I'm an Ohio State fan. I love it. But so many people are saying Ohio State's going to win the Big Ten and not Penn State. That's not right. Penn State should be expected to win the championship. Penn State should be expected to win the Big Ten. Like, it's just they're building in excuses already for a team that's telling you that people were talking about firing. People were talking about firing Marcus Freeman last year because he lost a shocking game, and he shouldn't have lost it, but that's what they were talking about. So I think it's going to be annoying the sort of built-in excuses for Penn State when Penn State is telling you, I want to be Georgia, I want to be Ohio State, I want to be Texas, but then you look at Texas and everyone's like, nope, Texas. Like, people are saying that Steve Sarkisian has more at stake this year than James Franklin. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Like, how? How can you say that? So Archie I think, but Arch Manning. Yes, it comes
everything
full
comes
circle.
back to Arch Manning.
I will say this: while I get where you're coming from, Texas is a bigger name and a bigger job than Penn State. So,
but Penn State has been better longer than Texas.
You're 100% correct. You're 100% correct. The name Texas still rings truer than holds more weight than Penn State does.
That's fair.
I can fully understand why they would say something like that.
Penn State is not hailed as this football super power the same way that any of the teams in the South. Every team that's in the South
even
is going to be
about
hailed.
It in college. Think about it in the NCAA game. Penn State's a 4-star. Texas, I think, is a 5-star.
That's okay. That's fair. It's gonna annoy me, but I do understand your point. Like, that is fair that they don't have the historical
They're not
sort
a
of
superpower.
Whatever.
They're not the same. I mean, you can look at their success and put them in those categories with them, but like statistically speaking, but culturally speaking, like at the end of the day, Penn State, but
it's
also
Texas.
not to invalidate your opinion. I do think that's also annoying. Like, if a team is saying that this is what it is, then they should be treated that same.
And I don't think they're being
so
treated like
that too.
Like, and I understand a part of this is mildly like, I'm an Ohio State fan, so I pay more attention. Like, I understand all that. Like, I don't ever let anyone, like, I don't disagree with anyone tells me that Ohio State fans, including myself, are crazy. But I just think about the narrative, right? When everyone's talking about, like, for example, right? Ohio State, $20 million roster. Everyone talked about that. The rumor this year, hold on, wait. The rumor this year is that Texas's roster is $40 million. Have you heard that before?
I haven't heard that, actually.
That's all I'm saying. All last year we talked about Ohio State's $20 million roster, and other people were saying, like, Ohio State doesn't have the most expensive roster. This year, they're talking about Texas has a $40 million roster, and y'all hadn't heard it. And so, like, I don't want to be the butthurt Ohio State fan. We won a national championship. I'm fine, but I just don't think I don't think the media is equal in some of these sort of things. We should be talking about Texas' $40 million roster. We should be talking about the fact that Penn State has a 3-year starter, returning 2 running backs, has 4 offensive linemen, stole Ohio State's defensive coordinator. Like, don't give them excuses. Like, don't give them it's Penn State.
Another thing about the Texas thing and Steve Sarkisian, the fact that you said Penn State has had more success recently than Texas is also another reason as to why Steve Sarkisian has more at stake than James Franklin. Because again, at Texas, you haven't been that successful. compared to somebody at Penn State.
So that's
I can also see why that's another reason.
So that's not true though. So Steve Sarkisian at Texas has been more successful. Steve has taken Texas to back-to-back semifinals, and James Franklin's only been to one, and it was last year. But Texas and the time, James Franklin has been at Penn State for like 10 years. Steve Sarkisian has been at Texas for like 4. So from the time that Steve got there, Texas has been better. But if you look at since Vince Young left, right, Penn State's been better. If you look at since Penn State's been there, Penn State's been better. But the last 3 years, Texas has been better because Steve is a good coach, and Texas made the semifinals in back-to-back years, one year being the 14 playoff, and then the other year being the 12. So, and listen, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Texas shouldn't have expectation either, but so Ohio State lost 14 people in the draft, and Texas lost 12. Penn State's bringing back 14 players. They're bringing back 14 players.
Yeah,
so
you just feel like they should have high expectations. No, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense that they should have high expectations, and the media is being disingenuous. How many times have we said that today?
They should have the same high expectations as the team itself does, which is fair.
Yes,
I agree.
Yes,
I mean, hey, there's going to be annoying discourse all throughout the season. We're gonna find out what else, because I'm sure we can't even guess whatever stupidity is about to come out of all of this.
Of course.
Miami's going to win a game. Watch, Miami's going to win a game. They're going to start talking about Miami's a national champion.
Bound and all this other stuff. As if Mario Cristobal is not their coach. We have to be for real.
Bruh, if Miami beats Notre Dame, it's going to get disgusting.
It's going
to get disgusting.
I will delete my Twitter.
It's going to get disgusting on both ends, because they're going to just say how Notre Dame was a fluke last year and all that, and it's that's not true.
Because I'm excited to watch Notre Dame, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You know,
a little bit.
Yeah, I've been trying to. I don't do it. I'm not good at it, but I do be trying to tone down some of the race things. But Notre Dame does not want a black head coach. The singular second he fails, he's done.
Out of there.
He is done.
But here's the thing: the NFL will be calling. The NFL will be calling
because Marcus Freeman's a good coach.
I think he should go.
Oh, I don't think he should go, but they're gonna be calling.
Hey.
I don't think he should go, but they will
really?
be calling.
Who do you think would be calling?
I don't know. I don't know which teams need coaches and stuff. I ain't paying attention to all that.
Hopefully the fucking Colts.
I don't know.
No. Fuck all of that. Keep him in Indiana. Indianapolis Colts. If you don't want me to be a Texas
anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to Power I-80.
Not you hit the what's the name?
The sign off.
Who did
Colts, please?
He's like, boy, this has been
No.
We had a great time with everyone. Thank you so
what's
much.
The name said he could have scored 81 points too. He's like, boy, please.
He said Indianapolis Colts need
the Colts hire Marcus Freeman and draft a quarterback, I'm back. Otherwise,
I'm screaming that Dante thought I was paying that much attention to the NFL. You think I know who's going to have coaching vacancies?
Okay.
I was thinking you might know somebody who you think might be on the hot seat as a coach right now.
In the NFL? No. To be honest, no. I honestly spent more of my time watching college football last year than watching NFL football, which is the first time in my life that has happened.
Wait, McCarthy? No. Dallas has a new coach.
We're done.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know his name, but yeah.
Schottenstein or some shit. I don't know
his name. He's been, apparently the practices have been broadcast or something. I don't know, because I'm not that big of a fan. And he allegedly, allegedly has...
It's not about winning there. It's really not about winning there.
Do you see what I'm saying? Why are we this big-ass dog and pony show? I'm getting my master's in sports management, and a part of my program, because we're in Dallas, is that we go and we visit a lot of facilities, teams, all those other things. So we went to the Star, which, if you guys are unaware, the Star is a multi-million-dollar complex that was built for the Cowboys practice facility, right? But it's not just a practice facility. It's also a business complex. There are many, many restaurants and other types of businesses that surround the complex. The Dr. Pepper Keurig offices are right behind the complex, and then they also built a hotel. Okay, you see where I'm going with this? So, and then, of course, they built this beautiful facility that is not just a practice field. It is also a tourable facility that they're charging, I don't even know how many bucks a pop for the tours. And they have all the trophies on display and all the Super Bowl rings and all the things.
This money you really
from the 90s.
And all the things. And the practice field has complete open glass in front of it. So like so if anywhere in the building you can see them practicing at any point.
I'm mistaken.
I'm like, y'all are making these poor men into they're like Shamu. They're like whales at
Dante,
SeaWorld.
I think you're younger. Older. What is it, 94?
Our last championship, 95. That was our last championship.
You're older. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a year older than that. Okay.
Yeah. So they have these poor players like fucking Shamu just out there being watched at all times. So even if you don't, even if it's not an open practice, if the people who work there are there, they can see the players. And then also the way that the building is set up, the building is actually all mostly office space that is rentable by any business or anybody who wants to have office space.
That's
so
insane.
some random business.
That's ridiculous.
You see what I'm saying?
That's ridiculous.
Some random business can come and purchase an office space, and they have a wide view of practice. And if they're not closed, you can just come. And if they're practicing, you get to watch them practice. They have like full windows on the weight room. You can see them in the weight room. Now, granted, it's a little bit more gate kept.
Right?
It's a little bit more gate kept. Like you can't like fully see it.
I don't like being watched while I work out.
They have
no.
They have multiple different event spaces that can be rented out that are right there by the practice field. Like when we were doing our tour, the Women in Sports and Entertainment group was having a reception in the middle of the practice facility. Like
crazy.
It is.
Because Jerry's all about that coin.
Extremely
it's ridiculous.
Unserious.
And then they were advertising, I think in early August, they had open practices that were like fans could just come and just hang out and watch. And
what is this, college?
All this.
No,
yeah.
I know all
Speaking of it, I just thought of another
owner
owner that's really bad at what they do. Atlanta's.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
He speaking of trashy owners.
Yeah.
He be out in the media just like, not as much as Jerry, but he be doing it
you know,
too.
There's already a video of Jerry's reaction to the Michael Parsons.
Oh, God. I'm not watching that.
We got a reaction to his choice? You know what? All right. Okay.
All right. We're done.
All right.
And again, thank you guys so much for listening to the Power 80s.
So as always, we're going to end our show with our 2-minute pit stop.
Wait. Are we not talking about the games coming up?
It's an hour and a half in.
Who gives a damn? We're already here.
We got Minnesota on right now. They just scored a touchdown.
Period.
What's the score of that game?
I'm dead. I said we
7-0.
already here.
It's in the second quarter. It just got to the second quarter for real.
Yeah. Well, anyways, because
we're an hour and 30 minutes in, and now we talking about games.
No, I'm gonna say set your fucking screens, people.
Hold on.
I don't know if I can watch that game.
Hold on.
I still don't know.
What are you talking about?
Ohio State, Texas. I don't know if I can watch that game.
Rutgers is playing right now.
No. You're talking about.
Okay.
I was like, what are we talking about?
It's 30. It's 34-31.
It's 34-31. Yup.
I'm trying to get y'all. I'm trying to get y'all to Saturday. These niggas still on Thursday.
All right. Hold on.
We got 2 Big Ten teams playing today.
I'm sorry.
This is a Big Ten podcast. God damn.
No, y'all are a Big Ten podcast.
This is a Big Ten power and friendship podcast.
Power 2 conference podcast.
This is chaos.
This is a mess.
This is bullshit.
This is a work of art.
Speaking of works of arts, Rutgers in Ohio. Yes, go ahead.
No, that's all I wanted to say.
Anyways,
you
were trying to get us to talk about games,
trying to get us
I
somewhere.
pulled them up on my phone, and I saw that Rutgers was only up 3.
We did say a MAC school was going to win one of these games.
We did say that. And as an Ohio alumni, go Bobcats. Go Bobcats.
Now I don't know how I feel about that. Anyways, Friday night, watch Georgia Tech and Colorado. Just because I said
Please.
so. I just feel like
Georgia Tech is going to smack Colorado up.
Maybe, but I don't know. We don't know what Colorado is even going to look like, so that's exciting. Also,
that's fun. That's a thing. I'm excited for to see how Deion coaches without his son,
without his kids. Thank you.
Without his son and his stepson, because we talked about Shador, but Travis Hunter was really the one.
I was like, Shiloh is also his child. I was.
We're not talking about
his sons
Shiloh.
and his stepson. Without his son and his stepson.
I've been talking about that this whole time. So watch Colorado and Georgia Tech. I would also suggest personally, I don't know if you need to watch Kansas and Wagner, but like if you want to see what Kansas looks like, I guess you could do that.
No.
We can wait next week. I'll wait for Kansas next week.
That's really all I see for Friday night. Personally, that's all I see for Friday night.
So to move on for Saturday, Texas, Ohio State. Who's winning?
Duh. If you're not watching that, you don't like college football.
You don't. Hold on.
You don't like
I wasn't
football.
gonna be able to.
You don't like football.
I'm on a bachelor trip, and it is in the schedule to watch that game. We're not gonna get to watch all of them, but it is in the schedule to watch Texas.
And you're in New Orleans, bro.
Yes.
Everybody finna be drunk by 11:30.
Hey, hey. Okay, so who do you? Let's pick it really quick. Texas, Ohio State.
Oh, Ohio State.
I have Ohio State. Dante, do you remember who you picked?
I picked Ohio State.
All right, so we're all on Ohio State.
We are so lame.
Here's the thing, though. I was gonna be different just for this choice, right? Like for this decision.
Here's the thing, though.
I was gonna be
close, and we're not gonna know who's gonna win until the last 2 minutes.
Fair enough.
Because this is the first game of the season, so yeah,
it's gonna be close.
All right. So in the 3:30 window Eastern time, we have Alabama, Florida State. Is Florida State bouncing back, or is Alabama putting belt to ass?
Nope. I don't know about belt to ass, but they not bouncing back.
Belt to ass is crazy.
I don't know about BTA, but Florida State's not bouncing back. I'll tell you that.
Belt to ass is crazy.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm excited about Florida State. You know, I don't really give a damn about Bama. I will never. But it's so funny how I don't watch college football, but I have all these feelings.
You do have a lot of feelings.
I have all these feelings.
This is why. This is your
second year.
No,
I've never liked Bama.
Because her ass would try to argue with me about it, and I'm like, bro, if you don't fucking watch the games, like. Now she's locked in. We're one more season away from her not even watching the NFL no more. That and the Micah Parsons trade.
You know? I am still gonna watch the NFL. I'm just probably not watching the Cowboys as much, but I will still be watching the NFL. There is good football in the NFL. It's just not in Dallas.
And I have a choice but to watch the Cowboys. In Ohio, they love putting them on at 3:30.
We're a nationally broadcast team. We're a big brand.
It's either y'all or Green Bay. Give me someone else.
There's only good football if you have NFL Sunday ticket.
And this is the problem: is I actually genuinely want to watch Jacksonville, and I'm like, I will never see them.
Ew.
Like, I will never see them.
No, you won't.
Brother,
because of Travis.
Brother,
why?
Because they actually signed him for both
this?
positions. I can't wait to see how they're actually about to manage this.
Brother,
how are they going to do this? I want to know. I want to see.
I don't think they're going to
Saturday night.
I don't think they're going to do a good job either, which is why I got to see it. I'm sorry. Anyways, where are we now? 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock?
Saturday night, LSU Clemson.
Duh.
I'm going LSU.
I'm going to be a contrarian and say Clemson.
Okay.
I'm going to say Clemson.
You know how you just don't like Alabama?
That's how I feel about Clemson.
Not at all. Not at all. Hate them. Hate their coach. Oh my God, I hate their coach.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not a Dabo Sweeney fan, I will say, but Clemson. Why do I know so much? Because I
don't even
I've
like
only
to
been
say
here for
his
a year.
name anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. DS.
It just sounds disgusting.
Wow, y'all are doing a lot.
BS.
Anyways, I'm gonna pick
Clemson's coach.
I'm gonna pick Clemson just because I love chaos. Now, I'm not suggesting that y'all watch this. I just personally, like I said, I'm doing this for science. I will be watching, or at least glancing and changing back and forth to Texas Tech, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, because I want to see Texas Tech.
Pine who?
Bluff. Because I want to see Texas Tech. That is it. That is all. Do not judge me.
What are you supposed to learn from that game?
I don't
Texas Tech.
Okay. All right. So.
Not what are you supposed to learn?
I'm just saying.
If you're up late, there's a couple decent games. Personally, I picked Utah to win the Big 12. So we have Utah, UCLA. Mm-hmm. Both of them have new quarterbacks, so that's going to be an interesting game if you're up late.
That'd be cool.
And then Washington, Colorado State. I don't know how good Colorado State is, but like we kind of like, and at least Dante and I were high is not the right word, but we have respect for Washington.
You sniffing Washington, yeah.
So like
Washington's one what? Washington's one of those teams that like it fit that they got moved to the Big Ten. They felt like a Big Ten
makes
team
sense.
when they were in the Pac-12. They always felt like one, so that one made sense.
Didn't they make it to a championship not too long ago?
3 years ago now.
Why do I know all of this?
No, 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
They played Michigan to get there.
No,
I love Washington.
No. They lost to Michigan to end the championship.
Did they cheat? Probably. Okay, so anyway.
No. What I'm talking about is that they beat Michigan to get to the championship, and then they lost to Georgia.
No. Didn't Washington play Michigan in the national championship game? No, you're right. Sorry, Dante, you're right. That's my fault. So it was 3 years ago. You're right.
Well, I love Washington. They
years
beat
ago.
Michigan. I love them. I'm upset.
And
I'm going to become a Washington fan.
Sunday night, we have Notre Dame, Miami. Who's winning?
Oh, please watch that.
You have to watch it.
Please.
I don't think it's going to be close.
I think Miami's still cursed.
South Carolina has Virginia Tech. That's going to be built to ass.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, wait. So between Notre Dame and Miami, who did you say, Dante? I'm sorry.
I'm going to Notre Dame because I still think Miami is cursed.
Go Irish.
I'm going to not go Irish.
I ain't saying all that. I ain't going that far.
You know how much it sucks for Notre Dame to have a black head coach. I want him to succeed, but then he's at Notre Dame, and I'm like, oh. So hold on, okay. Before we go too far,
I'm in hell right now.
So I don't know if he's gonna listen to this podcast, but my old podcast host, Chris, we were talking about Notre Dame, and he was talking about how the Catholics were doing the Crusades. And Notre Dame fans found the podcast and got so pissed at us. And we were like, bruh, that's historical accuracy.
That's real information. That is what happened.
You're going to be mad at y'all history?
Bro, it's just like white people.
What are you mad at me for?
White people hate their own history.
God,
that's why Donald Trump is like, you know what? The Smithsonian, they keep saying slavery's bad. Like, I just don't understand.
We're talking about Donald Trump. We got to end. All right. let's do our 2-minute pit stop.
Okay.
First of all, if you're listening to this podcast and you haven't listened to other ones, this is a joint podcast. This is the Power 2 podcast mixed with the I-80 Football Show. On the Power 2 podcast, we have our 2-minute warning. On the I-80 Football Show, we have our pit stop, i.e. our 2-minute pit stop.
This is the time. It's called the last 2-minute report, Fran.
Last 2-minute pit stop.
Right. Okay. And both of these shows are brought to you by Get Defensive Sports Network. Yes. Anyways, go ahead.
So this is our chance to talk about something that's not football related. Who wants to go first? Does anyone have a 2-minute pit stop, a last warning, a pit stop warning? What do we got?
I would like to say, and this shouldn't be news to anybody, that this is related to what? Say it with me, class. Women's basketball. So A'ja Wilson is the best person to ever pick up a basketball, and I don't want to hear any more fucking arguments, because to drag your team from a 9th seed to a number 2 seed in 4 weeks, don't piss me off. Most 30-point games in a season since Diana Taurasi.
Go.
Thank you so much. First 30-20 game in WNBA history.
Go.
Thank you. That's all. Shout out to A'ja Wilson. I love her.
I mean, she great. I saw Kobe Bryant play basketball. So.
She's talking about women's basketball players.
No, she didn't say that. That's not what she said. That is not what she said. She said the best person. She said the greatest person to pick up a basketball.
Dante,
she didn't say that.
You know what she meant. I wasn't out here talking
multiple
about LeBron.
things can be true at once.
Face value. I took her at face
multiple
value.
Things can be true at once. He can also be one of the best people to ever pick up a basketball as well. Multiple things can be true at once.
I took her at face value.
And this is why
I seen Luka Doncic pick up a basketball.
That is crazy. I do think. Here's the thing.
Hold on.
Here's the thing. I think we should start having a more genuine conversation about basketball in a genderless way. And A'ja Wilson, to me, is up there even with some of the best men. She's up there. Like I'm willing to die on that hill.
I would take A'ja over Luka personally, but Dante, this is why when your girl says she's not hungry, you go buy wings and eat in her face because you took her at face value. Stop playing. Go get that girl some wings.
Now, what just happened?
You don't closed mouth, don't get fed on this boulevard.
On this boulevard. On this boulevard.
DJ, because you one of them, you be lying and want somebody to bring you food. Don't play with me. Anyways, Dante, what's your 2-minute pit stop?
I am not a hungry. I'm a hungry bitch, and I will get my ass up and go get me some food, because if I depend on a man to bring me anything, I'll be waiting.
Dante,
I will be waiting.
What's your pit stop 2-minute last warning?
I'm gonna make it real quick, but I just think the video game industry is gonna die very, very soon.
Excuse me, what? Why?
So my example is gonna be something like 2K. 2K has pretty much become a what's the word?
I don't even know.
Live service game in a way. It's become a live service game in a way.
Bro,
And,
why is 2K posting about fucking sponsors in the game? That's fucking gross.
Is that not weird? I thought that was weird too. I peeped that. Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
It's a live service game. They have a battle pass.
Ew.
In a $70 game.
Ew.
Okay,
There's
I'm sorry. What's the battle pass?
That you. So,
I'm so sorry.
You know, like Fortnite, they have things you can earn, but you guys said like you got to pay for it to unlock the battle pass and stuff like that. But if you play, you can earn stuff and go up levels. That's usually set for games that are free because that's how they make their revenue
money.
because the game was free. This is a $70 game.
Yeah.
With a battle pass in it. Not only that, I just was informed today that the game doesn't come out. I think it comes out tomorrow, or at least for early access. I think it comes out tomorrow. If not, it comes out Tuesday or some shit like that. You can pre-order VC. There is one person who already spent yes. There is a person who
pre-ordering VC. That is jobless behavior. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
And not only is it jobless behavior, there's a guy that has already spent $1,500.
Who? Dante,
pre-ordered
VC.
VC.
Please, I'm trying to have a good night. Stop.
If you don't know what VC is because you're weird and not a gamer, it's virtual currency.
I saw someone trying to use Klarna or something like that to get VC. To pre-order VC. You too broke to buy fake money?
That's gross.
Give it up. Give it up.
Gross.
Stop.
Take care of your family.
Stop.
Your baby's hungry.
Stop.
You too broke to buy fake money is the name of the episode, actually.
I'm not even going to talk about the guy who spent $36,000 on last year's game.
Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me, please. For the love of God, stop talking to me.
American doll hairs?
Dante, your 2 minutes are up. Your pit stop's done. Get back on the road. Stop talking.
I'm very concerned on what the gaming industry will become.
That's ugly. I don't like that. And I agree with you though, because I have been feeling like the games have been giving a lot less for a lot more. Last year's 2K, and I'm a 2K player in the sense that I like to play the story. I was so disgusted.
Sucks.
I was so disgusted. And I'm like, we used to have Spike Lee joints. What happened?
We got one this year. But that's a marketing tactic to get you to come back.
To get back.
It's a marketing
My thing is, if the WNBA experience is not enhanced as much as they are promoting all this stuff that they're doing with the WNBA, they can hang it up. Because I played the WNBA version of the game last night. Last year I had a PS5.
The only updated part about the WNBA will be my team.
Listen.
And that's cool. Asia Wilson can throw a oop to Bam Adebayo or whatever they did in the little commercial.
That's not cool. Because it's pay to win. It's
pay to win. That part is pay to win.
I got 2K for free. 0.00. I played it for 2 hours. Haven't played it since.
It's trash. It's horrid.
2 hours. I got it for free. I haven't opened it.
It's horrid.
Well, I did open it.
Horrid.
It's
and my thing is, 2K to me.
And I retired.
2K used to be the standard for sports.
That was Dante's favorite game.
Like.
Dante used to laugh at me.
Standard.
Dante used to laugh at me for buying Madden. He bought 2K, and
because
over the
Madden
course
used
of
to be comparatively
over the course of this podcast, I didn't buy Madden. Dante has been like yelling at me for years to stop buying Madden. I didn't buy Madden this year.
Pre-ordering it. God,
well, I just stopped pre-ordering it, but I didn't even buy it.
Stop pre-ordering it.
And Dante didn't even buy Madden this year. Didn't even buy 2K this year.
I mean. This is even going on in the Sims community. I didn't buy it
last year or this year.
Yeah.
This is even going on in the Sims community. Like, we are at a point, like, Simmers, we are not buying any more DLC.
EA is doing y'all
out
dirty.
Of control. Here's the thing, because a lot of people don't know this. So the Sims 4 went down because the original creator left before. No, Sims went down because the original creator left before Sims 4. So that is why Sims 4 is the worst version of the Sims because it's the only one that he wasn't involved in.
You're not getting a Sims 5? Y'all not getting a Sims.
Bro, they did a whole like telecast, like live YouTube thing to show us all about Project Renee, and this was all the things they're gonna add, and there's gonna be multiplayer, and we could play online, and we could do all these things. And then like 3 months later, they were like, actually, no, we're not gonna do Sims 5. We're just gonna keep updating Sims 4. Mind you, every time they drop new DLC, it breaks the game. The last new pack they released a new pack. I don't remember what it was about, but they released a new pack. The people who bought it. I don't ever buy new packs because they break the game, and I'm tired of that. The coding of the game with the new pack basically made it so where, like, if a sim got pregnant, the game doesn't even recognize pregnancy. They deleted pregnancy as a life state from the game. And mind you, the DLC was not in reference to childcare, childbirth, family planning, or anything. It was completely unrelated.
They don't know how to. EA is literally phoning it in on everything they create
and everything they do, and it's sad because they were the standard. They used to make the best games.
Crazy.
Like,
all right,
sorry, that was more than 2 minutes. Okay,
yeah,
anyways, Jordan, keep it short, even though you might be the longest out of the both.
First of all, relax. Mine is going to be super quick. All I want to say is I hate New York.
Oh, okay.
I'm in New Orleans. You all know this already because I came onto the thing with this. I'm in New Orleans. I had two Gentleman Jacks. For those of you who don't know, Gentleman Jacks is a higher up than Jack Daniels. I had 2 Gentleman Jack and Cokes and 2 hard ciders, and I spent $28. I went out to dinner with my wife on Tuesday before I came to New Orleans. 1 drink was $20. 4 drinks for $28.
In a lot of major cities.
But I'm not in them cities. 4 drinks for $28 versus 1 for $20. I hate New York. I hate Dallas. Since we want to talk about major cities, I sure as fuck hate Atlanta. I hate DC. DC is just as bad.
I hate the way you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way you dress.
Like, bruh, I honestly, y'all are lucky that I made it to this podcast. And hold on, not only did I get them, I'm big. I'm a big dude. I'm losing weight. I'm getting slim. Shout out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. I am sexy.
Okay.
First of all, relax.
All right.
Relax.
Thank you guys so much again.
Hold on.
Both of you relax.
Hold on.
Both of you relax.
So I'm not as big
everybody calm down.
I'm not as big as I used to be. I am losing a little weight. That's beside the point. I'm a big guy. I had one drink at this bar, and I felt it a little bit. So not only was a drink $9. Not only was the drink $9, it was a hefty pour. It was liquor. That's liquor.
You're in New Orleans. I don't even think you got the Coke. I think you just got the Jack.
I did. So that's all I don't think
you got any Coke.
I'm done.
Actually.
I don't have nothing else to say. I hate New York. I got 4 drinks. I got 4 drinks for $28.
And mind you, guys, Jordan has been talking about this for the past 2 hours.
I have. And Gentleman Jack.
While he's currently drinking.
I also bought a bottle of Gentleman Jack. The whole bottle. $28.99. I also, which is what I'm drinking now.
Are they jacking up bottle prices in New York as well?
Yes, they're like Gentleman Jack is like $43. Yeah. I also got relaxed
market value. So whatever market you're in.
Yeah. I also got a bottle.
Even in Dallas, like our cocktails are going up, but the bottles aren't going up.
Our bottles are going up. I also got a bottle of Relaxed Reason, which is what I've been drinking during the show. This bottle, $11.99. This is like depending on
it's empty.
Yes, depending on the store.
We know it's empty. We can tell.
Hold on, it's not empty. It's still in the glass. Don't play with me. This is like 14.
I'm playing with you.
The bottle's empty.
I'm playing with you because
he playing with us.
That's
what's really happening here.
I'm on vacation. All right.
Period.
Regardless, I hate New York. I got 4 drinks for $28, 1 drink for $20 in New York. That's it. That's all. This was the Power I-80 Football Show. This was the Power 2 Podcast, the I-80 Football Show. This was Jordan, DJ, and Dante. And this was
Defensive Sports Network.
Lord, bam. That's it. That's all. We'll catch you next week.
I hate it here.
You know what to say?